bam. Well, about a half an hour early. But plans change. Sometimes you gotta shoot from the hip and go early. So apologies, good folks. Didn't mean to just spring it on much earlier than anticipated, but we still get a video out for today, and for me that's super important. And I have all the notes of what I wanted to talk about in today's vlog anyway. But let me explain that. So today is unbearably fucking hot. Like a heat wave has hit Barrie. Just like huge part of, like, not Barrie isn't a huge part, but a huge part of Canada at least, or Ontario, whatever, is under a heat wave right now. And today was fucking intense. So yeah, I just didn't get around to being able to film the vlog because one had all three of my kids because my youngest was over, and just with it being super hot, it's just wasn't happening today, folks. But again, I had the quick notes of what I wanted to talk about, and also let me show you a little behind the scenes kind of thing because people have asked me a few times, is it do I have things prepared to what to say? These are the show notes, like when I write show notes. Oh, sorry. Literally, that's what it is. It's the whatever I'm going to talk about and a quick thing just so I know what my initial thought is and then I go from there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me turn that back around, get you guys back over here. Sorry about that. So, yeah, nothing when we're doing these episodes or anything, even when I'm doing the vlogs, that's how it is. It's just literally me getting thoughts out. It's not a scripted thing or anything like that. And I know I also said might have a beer and everything during this live stream because it still is fucking hot. But was kind enough. Well, I wasn't. Someone else was kind enough to get me an ice cap, so I'm sipping on that right now. Maybe we'll have a beer or something some other time. It's gonna be hot as fuck this summer, so I'm sure there's gonna be at least one stream. But either way, let's get to these show notes quick, good folks, or vlog notes, whatever it is, whatever. Okay, so first thing, if you're a fan of something, don't be an asshole. You know, I don't know. I read today, the actor who played Jar Jar Binks in the prequel Star Wars movies, he talked about the backlash that he kind of received, and it's just how it really affected him. And I was thinking about we see that nowadays of more recent shows or movies or anything too. It's listen, if you don't like something, you don't have to go overboard and now find these people on social media so you can constantly tag them all day long and say the worst shit you can come up with. Because the only reason people are really doing that is because you get to hide behind a keyboard and you can be cocky and type in the comments well, I'd say it to their face. But yeah, because you're behind a fucking keyboard right now. Of course you're going to say that. If you saw any of these people in real life, you'd probably fucking cry and beg them for a picture or something. Let's be honest. It's just, there's people in this generation. It's not even just in this generation. It's just because we have the access to social media and to just throw our thoughts and everything out there. Anybody who's ever been a shit talker and just likes to talk shit about things or behind people's backs can do that on a public forum now. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. Don't be a fucking asshole about things. If you don't like something that you're a fan of, that doesn't mean it's ruined your childhood. It hasn't ruined your life. Don't go out of your way to be a fucking asshole and ruin these people's lives. You know what I mean? That doesn't fucking make sense. I don't get it. I don't know. You're a fan of something, but you're going to bully and attack people who are involved with what you're a fan of? What? But then you're going to say, oh, more people should be a fan of this. But it's people like that is the exact reason people don't want to be involved with like that whole fandom or whatever the fucking word is nowadays. Yeah, just I don't know. I feel like a lot of people it's like because I don't know when you're hating on something or when you're kind of being a troll, you might have something kind of funny or that somebody finds funny. So like that's your moment of gratification. You know what I mean? You're like, "Oh, I have the tweet that's like funny," or "I have the YouTube clip that's funny," whatever it is. It's like, "No, you're just a fucking dickhead." And other people, some people might agree with you, but it's not because they actually agree with you. It's because they don't want to be the person to be like, "Well, I like that character. I thought she played a very good character. I thought she was like good to the story for like what her role was supposed to be." I'm not talking about anyone specific there, just like off the top of my head. And like, there's some people who don't want to admit that they like a certain character or whatever because they have to fucking deal with dickheads. Be like, "Tell me why you like that character." And every point you give them, they're gonna have something to fucking say about it. You know what I mean? Fuck them. I don't know if I can answer that. Shit. Okay, if this cuts off, I will like we'll resume it. I have to answer this message, so I apologize. And I'm apologizing again for hearing my vibration from the keyboard. Bam. Perfect. Apologies, apologies, apologies. So yeah, if you're a fan of something, don't be an asshole, because if anything, that's going to make people not want to be a fan of that either. And if you're a fan of something, you want more fans of that, because that guarantees usually a successful franchise or a successful project. God. Okay, on to other stuff. DC, they're launching their own streaming service very soon. It's also going to have like exclusive figures and comics and stuff, which is really cool. But they were talking about the oh my goodness, I'm sorry folks. I'm not answering this next one. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Sorry, it's just a little frustrating when I'm trying to do like the live streams and stuff, but I'm getting these messages and everything because it kind of throws me off. But when there's certain messages, and like I went a little early today, so I understand. But yeah, it's just I'm trying to keep my thoughts going. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's do this. The DC streaming service, all that. The synopsis kind of thing, like the plot for the Teen Titans live action one, live action show, I should say, kind of came out, and I'm really, really interested in this because one, Robin has gone through his deal with Batman. Like he's already worked with him and everything for a while, and he's split from Batman. He's walked away, which actually has happened. He's an angry Robin. You know what I mean? Which is actually, I'm really excited to see because we've always seen Robin already portrayed as like either like the Burt Ward one. That series was supposed to be campy though. But we already kind of, we never really see Robin after he's already been working with Batman. And like they've had their arguments and been butting heads for years. You know what I mean? So I really like this. I kind of feel like it falls in with like Ben Affleck's portrayal in a way of Batman. Which I was a huge, huge fan of, in case you can't tell by like the giant Batman and everything there. But yeah, so this show is going to be rated R. Like they've said that, and I like that. I really do. It's even with the Marvel Netflix shows, the way Punisher's been done or Daredevil is just. I can't picture them being done any other way. And even with this Teen Titans one, the way it's being portrayed. I think I don't know. I'm very excited for it. I want to see this interpretation of Robin brought to a live action screen. So yeah, there'll be more as soon like the more info and news that I see or learn. I will be sharing that with you folks. But yeah, so DC Teen Titans coming out soon. They just finished filming and everything, so that's I don't know, probably be next year or end of this year. You never know. But either way, I'm super excited. Also on that streaming service is going to be a Swamp Thing series, one of my favorite comic characters. And that show is actually going to be done by James Wan, mastermind behind Saw, Insidious. I believe he worked on The Conjuring as well. Fast Five, action movie, and Aquaman upcoming. So yeah, he's going to be doing Swamp Thing, which is, to me, is like, he's one of those directors. Like, as soon as people are like, "Oh, James Wan is directing it," I'm like, "I'll see it. I will see it." Like, I don't know. I love that guy's work. I love how he goes about making movies and how much like he really gets into it all. So yeah, Swamp Thing also coming up on that DC streaming service. Boom. Let's do that one. Chapter 2. We have the adult cast for the Losers Club, good folks. Let's go over these. Bill Skarsgård reprising his role as Pennywise. We got Jessica Chastain, Beverly Marsh. James McAvoy as Bill Denbrough. Jay Ryan as Ben Haskam. Bill Hader, hilarious, as Richie Tozier. Very, very fitting. Teach Grant playing the older Henry Bowers. If you're not familiar with Teach Grant, he actually was in the Damnation show that I've been talking about recently as well. He played Preston Riley. Where are we? I'm going to save him for after. James Ranson as Eddie Kasprak, and Isaiah Mustafa. People recognize him from the Old Spice commercials. As older Mike Hanlon. Andy Bean, Stanley Uris. And yeah, that's it. Yep, I got them all. There's also one person on this cast list that doesn't have a character name beside it. So I'm very curious about him. But, excuse me. I love Jessica Chastain as Beverly Marsh. She's a great actress. James McAvoy as Bill Denbrough. Like, you look at the pictures of the kid who played Bill. I love how I'm talking about Bill and I'm stuttering. It looks like, you know what I mean? Like, they've done a really good job with casting. Also, this is going to be really interesting because there's certain things I've seen people saying, like, well, how can this one be darker? How can it be scarier? There's certain things you can do with adult actors that you can't do with kid actors. So the things that terrify these people, the things we're going to see them going through now, it's going to be darker. It's going to be putting these actors through like just more terrifying things. Because Pennywise is like, well, fuck, you were the kids that got away. I'm putting all of my energy into scaring the shit out of you. Like, you know what I mean? I'm so excited for this. Comes out next year. Very, very, very excited for this one. Also, where is this gentleman? Want to give him his credit. Xavier Dolan playing Adrian Mellon. Oh, good folks. If you're a fan of the book, you understand. Those that haven't read the book, there's a scene basically in the beginning of it. Adrian Mellon. It's a flashback scene in Derry and everything. Adrian Mellon, gay man, walking with his boyfriend and everything. Some shitty people of the town kind of start giving them a hard time and everything. I don't want to spoil it all. But unfortunately, Pennywise is encountered by, I believe, Adrian Mellon actually is the one who encounters him. And we all know what Pennywise does to people he catches. So yeah. I'm excited to see this scene. Honestly, the fact that they're including this scene, I love how much Andy Muschietti has included from the book. Even visual details that you see, just even in chapter 1. Amazing. Also, I really like the fact that this is broken up. Like, we'll get some flashbacks, maybe probably some things we've already seen from chapter 1. But I like how it's chapter 1, chapter 2, adults, kids. Because with chapter 1, we have that whole movie to sit with these kids and watch them go through this stuff and watch them band together and, you know, have to really face their fears and everything. We grow connected to these characters. We feel for these kids. We laugh with them. We're scared with them. You know what I mean? So now as adults, we have this connection to them. And we're going to be like, oh, look at, like, fucking Ben's Mr. Handsome now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, we're going to feel for them. We're going to want to see how they're reacting and like, just, I'm very excited for this. I am. Also, The beautiful figures from NECA are now available. Oh, I need to get my hands on them. The 1990 Tim Curry and the Bill Skarsgård one. I need some in my life. I need some. Goodness gracious. Very excited for this. Also, more info and all that, I will keep you folks posted as I did with Chapter 1. I like to keep you folks involved. Because some of you hit me up and you're like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Like that. And I'm like, yeah, man, let's talk about it. So, to finish this all off, Mr. Crane, the Jack the Ripper project. Why hasn't it come up to fruition? Well, good folks, a lot of people surprisingly don't want to be involved with a project that is connected somehow to Jack the Ripper. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on why. I can only go on with people saying like I wouldn't want to do a project that's connected to that or like to him specifically. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know though. My best bet, I feel like right now, is if I can get somebody who can at least like do some rough, even just like rough looking sketches. It would look really cool. Like I see it all in my head. You know what I mean? Like if I can find somebody who can even just like do some sketches, I can do the effects and stuff myself. And even just the voice acting, I can figure that out. Like I can get this shit done on my own. It's just the drawing part for the scenes. That'll be a little difficult because I am not an artist like that. So if any of the hooligans out there, you want to help with the Jack the Ripper, like Mr. Crane short film, hit me up. Name will be in the credits, all that good stuff. We'll figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just, I don't want to say like society is sensitive now because I honestly don't think that that's the case. I think it's just more so it all depends on what like the person's life is about. You know what I mean? If they pay attention to certain, I guess you could say like, I don't want to say sensitive issues as if that's a negative thing. I just mean more so like the acts that Jack the Ripper did are horrific. I am in no way trying to paint him as a hero in this story. Not at all. But it's one of those things, the things that he did to women, the things that, he put them through. I do understand, I guess, like why some people, I don't know, like it's weird though, because it's like, for me, I'm looking at it from a different point of view though, because I'm looking at it from the side where this is art, it's just a film. There isn't a rape scene at all. Like I'm not showing any of that shit. I don't think I could ever do a rape scene, to be honest. So, but either way, that's not what we're talking about. I don't know if we know if Jack the Ripper did that. We just know he like definitely put these ladies through some horrific shit, whether it was pre or post mortem. But I don't know. Maybe it's just, some people they have a certain image of what they have for their future. Whether it's, I want to be like romantic comedy or whatever, and this will kind of not play into that or whatever it is, or they feel very strongly against anybody at all, whether it's creative or not, and they don't want to be involved or have their name attached to that. So, excuse them all. I don't know, but that's all I can go off right now. So I am taking the reins in my hands, and I am going to fight tooth and nail to get this short film done. Like I said, I will figure out the fucking voice acting and all that if I have to myself. And yeah, again, if any of the hooligans want to help, like with the drawing of the scenes or anything, hit me up. We'll figure it all out. Obviously, anybody who helps out with any short film, your name goes in the credits and all that stuff. And yeah, this will fucking get done. I know it will. You know what I mean? I feel so strongly about it, and it's one of those projects. Like every director or filmmaker I've looked up to has had a project that they wouldn't let die, and this is that for me. Like this is my project that I won't let die because I feel like Mr. Crane and Jack the Ripper, it's such a good story, and it's such just a fucking, I don't know. I feel like it adds something to Mr. Crane, but it's just, I don't know. Like, I can't fully put it into words, to be honest with you. I feel very passionately about this project. This is a short film and a story that I definitely want to pursue. And with all my fucking heart, I will figure it out. So bam, that is all the show notes. We're good. Mucho love, hooligans. Thank you for tuning in. 250 fucking vlogs. Well, 251 technically. Goodness gracious. 170 life lessons. Mucho love, hooligans. What do we do for the outros for the vlogs again? Oh, right. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment below. As long as it's positive, I read them all. Click a little thumbs up or click the heart below. Yeah, show it some love. And honestly, a thumbs up or a heart, it doesn't mean anything. Like, one isn't more important than the other. It's just whatever I click. You know what I mean? If one, like, just straight up super makes me laugh, or one has a very, very good point to add to a discussion, then I will definitely, like, hit that as a heart so it tries to stay at the top or whatever. However that works. But yes, thank you for your beautiful time. If you want to support the channel, other than giving me that beautiful time, the links are in the description. We got merch stores and the Patreon. $5 patrons. New music up for you. Go check it out. Yeah. Okay. Mucho love. Mwah, mwah, mwah for you beautiful fetches. See you tomorrow for our life lessons. Awkward outro. Hitting the buttons. Stopping the stream now. Yeah.